well. Uh, Sorry for the late getting on here, y'all. I had a late night last night, overslept a little bit, so I want to apologize for that. So, but here I am, y'all. So, we're here, we're live. Uh, Feeling pretty good today. Just, I don't think I got into bed. It was almost, I got up like 3 o'clock, 2 or 3 o'clock this morning. I worked late over in Clemson last night. Had a pretty good day over there, so working. Even though they didn't have a football game, it was still a really good day. So, Curdy, doing good, doing good. Good morning to you. Appreciate you being here this morning. All right, so we'll go and get started, y'all. We'll light our candle here. Alright, so I'm going to start off these, y'all, going forward. I'm going to go ahead and start them off with gratitude every morning. Gratitude's important. Really helps us to feel good, but also helps us to uh, give me 1 second. Had somebody calling me, actually. I told him that yesterday I did my podcast at this time, so not really sure why he's calling me, so I call him back. Tell him again, I got my podcast at 11 o'clock in the morning, so no worries. I may just have to, hopefully it didn't interfere. I don't think it messed the video up or nothing. Y'all let me know, Curdy, did it mess the video up when I got a phone call just now? Is everything still going through 100%, or did anything skip out or cut out or anything, or we're good? So this morning I'm grateful for, thinking about what I'm grateful for today. I'll start it off, model for everybody. All right, good deal, Curdy. Cool to hear that. So, see what I'm thinking about this morning for my gratitude. Y'all give me a minute. I'm gonna think on it for a minute this morning. I'm grateful for having heat, especially with the cold nights. It's been really cool lately. Thankful for that. Appreciative of that. Because y'all know, most of y'all know anyway, all of y'all might know that I'm a wussy when it comes to the cold weather. I don't really like it cold. When it gets down below 50, I'm pretty miserable if I got to be out in that stuff, y'all. And yeah, I could bundle up, things like that. I do it from time to time, but then sometimes it just, all that don't feel good either, because you're wearing all this real thick clothes, and like that's just, to me, that's not comfortable, right? So, not really my favorite thing. So, but that's mine. So if y'all want to take a minute, think about something that you're grateful for, and you can just post it below in the comments. That'd be awesome. You don't have to, but it'd be cool to read. Tell what you're grateful for. Crudy, what are you grateful for this morning? See you on here. Oh, look like you popped off. So maybe you'll be back in a little while here. So go ahead and come to a stopping point, whatever you have going on this morning, y'all. If you haven't already, with the gratitude. And just go ahead and find somewhere. We might do that first. Going forward, I'm going to change this up a little bit. Go ahead and find somewhere safe where you can get comfortable for the next few minutes for our gratitude and relaxation process. Obviously, we've already done the gratitude, so I'm just kind of practicing y'all for tomorrow. give y'all a minute to get there before we go any further. Okay, so should be in your place now, so we're going to go ahead and get started with the relaxation process this morning. So if it's comfortable for you doing so, you go ahead and close your eyes. Just take some slow, deep breaths, breathing in your nose, out your mouth this morning. While you're breathing, just focus on the nature sounds, the birds, the water. Sounds like probably a little water, river, waterfall, something like that. Probably a little river. Turn it up a little bit here. Better hear that in the background. And just enjoy the moment for what it is, or accept the moment. I'll just say accept the moment right now for what it is. Be present to it. Just continue breathing in the nose, out the mouth. Come to realize I don't always have to enjoy every moment, but I can at least accept every moment for what it is. And from there I can make changes if I choose to do so. If you notice your mind, the monkey mind, wandering, just bring it back to the nature sounds that you hear in the background of my projector. Just bring your attention back to that. The mind can go to the future, can go to the past. Really don't matter. Just bring it back to the here and now. you weren't feeling relaxed before, maybe you were feeling triggered or worried about the future, worried about regret in the past, now you should be feeling pretty relaxed, also grateful for whatever it was you were grateful for. Really the goal for these is to feel better when you leave than when you got here. It's one of my goals. So hopefully we're going to achieve that for you today and every day. We'll do these. Alright, so let's go ahead and take one more breath. After that, we're going to do the healer's prayer today. So take it in real deep on the inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to blow it out audibly, releasing any other stress, tension in the body that you might be still holding on to. And inhale. And exhale. Let it all go. And prayer. I am here only to be truly helpful. I am here to represent him or her who sent me. I do not have to worry about what to say or what to do, because he or she who sent me will direct me. I am content to be wherever he or she wishes, knowing that he or she goes there with me. I will be healed as I let him or her teach me to heal. And that's from chapter 2, Course in Miracles. All right, y'all, so I'm going to get our lights on here, get everything kind of brightened up a little bit before we start our reading. So y'all give me just a second here. Drink anything this morning? Cheers to you. Rehydrate from sleeping last night. It's always a good thing. Hydrate, get some liquids in you in the morning first thing. Matter of fact, I'm going to get something else. Show you all a little something else here. This is some green juice that I buy and drink. I drink it every other day. One day I'll do coconut water, another day I'll do some of this stuff. Sometimes I like to just get the celery and lemon sometimes, but they didn't have that. So this time I got this one. Apple, celery, cucumber, kale, collards, and lemon. It's good stuff. So it's organic. So I do about 8 ounces. It's good to start the morning off hydrating with this. Or some coconut water. I drink out of a glass straw. I try to eliminate all the plastic that I can. It's not really good. It can create estrogen in the body, and also can build up in the body. So yeah, it's not really good. We can afford BPA free stuff is good as well. I don't know if this is actually BPA free or not. Usually BPA causes issues when it's heated up, from my understanding, for the most part. But obviously I'm not heating this juice up, so, but yeah, don't really say. But do the best we can, right? And probably actually better for me to pour it out of this thing and drink out of glass too. Is another good thing, but I don't put my mouth on it or anything, so I don't stress it too much. I do about 8 ounces of it. So let's go ahead and do that this morning. Y'all get this real good hydration coming in here. Cold pressed green juice. It's also important when you have any kind of acidic fruit like lemon or lime or anything, definitely try not to get it on your teeth. So that's why I drank with a straw. I learned that lesson the hard way a while back, probably about 6 years ago. Messed up some stuff on my teeth. Probably won't ever be the same again, to be honest. Good stuff. Oh, yeah. All right, y'all, October the 26th. So it says, when I was a child and asked my mother for permission to do something, she often said, ask your father. My father would say, ask your mother. My older sisters acted more like parents than my mother or father did, often assuming the duties left unattended. Responsibility and authority were all mixed up in my family. I never really knew who was in charge, and I constantly felt confused. How refreshing it was when I came to Al-Anon and found a group of people whose behavior didn't echo the confusion from my childhood. Different members of my home group signed up on a monthly basis to chair the meeting, put out literature, provide refreshments, and perform other duties. Other members served as elected officers such as group representative and treasurer. Each role and its responsibilities were clearly defined, and each trusted servant had the authority to carry out his or her job. If there were any problems, the group always had a specific person to consult, depending on the nature of the obligation. That way, conflicts were resolved in an organized, simplified manner. In other words, rarely was there any chaos. Imagine that. I didn't realize it at the time, but my group was practicing Concept 10. Service responsibility is balanced by carefully defined service authority, and double-headed management is avoided. Everyone knew who was answerable for what. No one tried to do anyone else's job, and all the work got done when it needed to be done. Clear, concise boundaries and the right to work within them made this possible. Thought for the day: if I made a list of the things I need to do and want to do today, how many entries would be my responsibility and how many would belong to others? In practicing Concept 10, we set clear goals and trust each other to accomplish them. And that's Paths to Recovery, page 311. So I could speak to this a little bit. I've never really done a whole lot of service work in the step work, with the exception of, take that back. Say, what I like to say is cancel clear if I say something I didn't mean to say. So cancel clear on that. The only position that I've had in the 12 steps for service work has been literature chairperson, which has been really interesting, so I really like it. I get to find out if we're running low on chips, coins, anytime we need like new books, new pamphlets or brochures, It's my responsibility to make sure I get the things and I order them. So that's really always been my focus, honestly. I didn't volunteer. I don't think I volunteered for any service work for probably the first year that I was in program. And then after that, I stepped up and started volunteering. And pretty much I've kept that role ever since, y'all. I've been doing this for about 8 years now. Actually, 8.5 years in the steps. And I've really held that responsibility, kept that responsibility. I love it. I love doing it. So, I'm also responsible for pricing the books, like when we sell them. So I have to figure in like shipping, how much shipping and handling is, and I usually just pretty much put it in there with the price of the books. It's not always exact, right? I mean, if shipping's only $5 and we got 10 books, then I have to kind of finazzle it, I guess you could say, to make it come out to be as close as I can. Not really worried about an extra dollar or two, or if it's just a few cents less, it's not a big deal either, right? Not really nothing that I stress about, or the group stresses about. So, but yeah, not my responsibility for other things. I mean, obviously I can step up, volunteer to help the group with other things as needed. But my responsibility is pretty defined in the literature chairperson. Uh, Looking at what we need, and then ordering what we need, getting what we need, right? So, speaking of that, I'm glad I brought this up. I need to write something in the book, one of the books I actually donated recently when I get back, and put it in our box. We have like a little big plastic tub with all our stuff in it, so I need to go up there. I'll probably go up there today and write in there, do not sell, because it's not a sellable book. It's one that we're going to actually donate. Excuse me, that I donated to the group, my own personal book. So I need to put on their meeting copy. Then I got to run by there and put a calendar up there as well. That's something not my responsibility. It's something I chose to do. Right? I chose to get a calendar the other day for next year, for 2025, for our group. So I'll drop it by the church. We meet at a church. Blessed to have that location. They don't charge us anything at all. They won't take any money at all. So we just use it for an hour once a week for our meeting. So yeah, it's also about service work helps me to get out of myself and all my self-pity, if I have any, or victimization. Oh, I'm a victim, poor me, whatever, right? Anything that comes up that's not really supportive, if I commit myself to jumping in and serving other people, it really helps me to focus on that versus sometimes simmering in my own bullcrap or getting my monkey mind takes over and goes to the past, regretting the past, or worried about the future. So it really helps me. I also feel good. I get something out of it as well. So it's selfish, but it's also not selfish, right? It's unselfish. Helping other people, volunteering. So it's actually both, really, because usually I get to feel good about it, right? It's something that's selfish. It helps me out in my daily life when I'm volunteering, when I'm helping others. So I really enjoy that. So I do it at this group, but outside of the 12 steps, which I won't get into too much because it's focused on the 12 steps. But I do volunteer. I'm a co-coordinator for another men's group we have that we meet in the Greenville, South Carolina area. We meet every 2 weeks for that. So a lot of other things go into that, right? I got to do a lot of different volunteer things. I actually got to get something printed out pretty soon that I'm going to be using for that. We got somebody I'm paying to transcribe some notes for me and stuff, and once she does that, then I'm gonna print this thing out and have it laminated. All right, let's see. Check all the chats on here. Okay, good deal, Crudy. I think I already responded to that, so I hope everybody goes out there. Y'all make it a great Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. My weekend starts tomorrow, so looking forward to it. And I'm going to wrap it up, y'all. Take care, y'all. As always, peace and love from my side. Bye for now.